So, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this week's Member Trade of the Week reveal. As always, we'll be going over. Just want to make sure. We had some issues last week on YouTube, so we just want to make sure that we got volume coming out on YouTube before we get into everything today.
We're all good.
And we are all good this time. So we'll start off with quickly reviewing each of the members' trades, and then we'll reveal and then just finish up with announcements and send you on to the weekend with a wonderful day. So the first members' trade of the day was by Mike. He had a trade on TSM, and this was the trade that he used a lot of technical analysis on his charts, as you can see throughout here. He got in, stuck with his plan, even through this pullback to where he almost got out, but he stuck with it, went in and then covered up near the high of the day break and then partialed out once the trend line was broken. So that was Mike on Monday.
All right, it's Peter here, and let's all take a look at Tuesday's trade. Tuesday's trade was submitted by Robert. Tuesday's trade was on RCL, one of our favorites in the past. We were trading it with the cruise lines. Haven't traded much recently, but he got a good opportunity. I like this trade because it had a nice double top, sort of follows my mountain pass type strategy. Took a nice entry, clearly defined the stop on this. I like how it even indicated that he sort of partialed out way too soon, but was aware of that. Then waited at least for the next technical level, took a couple of partials out on the way down, and finally stopped this out as it reversed off of a moving average and started to come back up. So nice solid trade on RCL.
Yes, and then we go into one of our longtime members, D Miles, with a trade on PayPal. This risk to reward on this trade was phenomenal. I mean, he had a 20 to 30 cent risk, so his risk is this line right here, followed up by his entry above this moving average. And then he partialed on the way up, noticed that he was running out of shares, didn't quite get out at the very top, instead took a page out of Thor's book, added it in on the pullback, moved his stop up to his new break even, survived the continued pullback, and then eventually got all out up near 182.80. So he ended up getting almost a $4, I hate doing math, $3 move on this. So very nice by D Miles. And then on Thursday we got...
So this is a trade from Adria. I hope I'm saying your name right, Adria. But no commentary on this. But UPS yesterday was an earnings play, and it was gapping up significantly overnight on those earnings. You can see that sort of waited for the pullback off the open. Often we see a little bit of profit taking when stocks gap up pre-market. Waited to see solid confirmation of that reversal back in the upward direction. Entered that trade right around 137, well, somewhere 36.50, somewhere in there, and then partialed right up to the top. And what I like about this trade is how after the first couple of partials, Adria then waited for those peaks each time and took a great partial sort of as it peaked before those pullbacks. So great trade management. And well to sort of maximize your opportunity on that trade on UPS from yesterday.
Yes, excellent.
And with that, I guess we need to start looking at who is going to be the trade of the week?
And today's trade of the week goes to, who is it? Goes to Mike on his trade of TSM. It was the thorough analysis that had most of our moderators, the majority of our moderators, select Mike's trade. They really liked how he held through this strong pullback here when it still was at the top of the trend, but did not get out because it hadn't broken the trend and eventually stuck to the plan. It really does take something for a trader to gain a significant amount of profit and then watch it deplete in the unrealized, only to be able to say, I can stick this out. This is my plan. I am going to stick with it. And he went ahead and stuck with it all the way up to his original profit target. So that was great. Glad to see that. The other thing for everybody that's out there is, unfortunately, we don't have a trade of the day for Friday, but I know we had a couple traders trade Apple on its big move today, which probably would have definitely been in the running or at least the hunt for it. But for everybody out there, if you do want to submit for the trade of the day, mark up your post with the best trade on Twitter by 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Submit it to us. Tag at Bearball Traders, at MikeB_BBT, and at NormBBT. Use the hashtag BBT family. And there's one other thing that we're going to ask that you put on there as well. You can either write it on the chart or you can put it in the tweet that you send out. Just include your chat room name that showing that you are a part of the community. That way it will help us, if you do win the trade of the week, to locate you and reach out and give you that $100 prize that Mike won today. So congratulations to Mike on his trade. And with that, everybody.
Congratulations.
Yep. And with that, thank you everybody for joining us, and looking forward to seeing you next week for the pre-market show with Carlos and Norm, and then on the closing bell show with us. Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a great weekend, everyone.